crowd control tonight? Yeah, crowd control tonight? Back in the way.
Coaches, those administering the contest, and of course, your team and opponent. And it's an important day as ever. Please, please respect the game. The officials assigned to this game have a total of 27 years officiating experience. The officials are Mr. Matthew Now, Mr. Rick Barnes, and Mr. Herschel Curtis. Basketball fans, your attention one more time. The privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and those that continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us now honor and respect our country by removing your head covers, standing and facing our flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, Dublin Coffman. I am Kyle Reichert, joined by none other than John Watson. Tonight, our Rocks take on crosstown rivals Dublin Jerome in our first game of the postseason. This is the first showdown in 4 years between the two programs, and only the second time in program history have the Rocks traveled to Jerome. In their last meeting, Coffman won 64-55 in a tightly contested contest postseason game. So, John, what's the key, in your opinion, to a Rocks victory?
To a Rocks victory right now, I think it's all about turnovers. The less turnovers that we have, we're obviously going to win the game. They're evenly matched teams. Both have a strong offense, so I think it's all about stopping the ball and stopping turnovers.
I couldn't agree more. So set for your Rocks starting lineup is number 3, Dominic Penn. Number 4, Trevor Grady. Number 23, Will Hunter.
Number 32, Nick Carlson.
And number 24, Nick Malika.
6'1" senior, wearing 1, Joe Gunner.
So for the Dublin Jerome Celtics, it's number 1, Joe Dunnan. Number 5, Lucas House. Number 12, Zach Watson. Number 13, Kyle Burrier. And will be number 35, Andrew Golda. So, John, what are you seeing in a matchup standpoint for the Rocks right now?
In a matchup standpoint, I feel like it's going to be a long game. You know, it's a battle of attrition here. It's both coaches, both renowned coaches, and I'm excited to see how it all turns out. The Rocks, they've been on hot streak lately. They just came off a loss though from UA up Arlington. Yep. So I want to see how they bounce back in this game.
Keep in mind, in our last game against Linden High School, the Rocks hit 20 threes. Dominic Penn had 9 of those threes, tying a school record.
Dom Penn gets the jump ball.
Yep. Trevor Grady with it now, picked up by Andrew Golda. Quick inside feed to Nick Carlson. That's no good. Carlson gets rejected.
Nick Carlson, also known as Dirk Nowitzki, for the striking resemblance.
Well, Dirk just got sent back by number 35, Andrew Golda.
Looking at this Jerome team, Zach Watson, obviously the star on the team. Yep, committed to play at Carnegie Mellon next year.
Committed to play where?
Carnegie Mellon.
Quality program. Glad he can go somewhere successful. Joe Dunn gets it on the wing.
Slow start.
Yep. Rocks look to be in a 2-3 zone.
And a fall.
They will call a foul on number 4, Trevor Grady.
Looked like a push. I didn't see anything. Yep. I saw him trip, but it's fine.
Didn't look like a lot of hand contact.
Kyle Burrier taking the ball out. Long pass.
Lucas House with it now.
Back to Zach Watson.
House with it again.
Nick Mala covering.
Joe Dunn with a quick trigger three.
Quick three.
Joe Dunnan, Jerome's starting quarterback for the past 2 or 3 years. Tremendous athlete for the Celts.
Joe Dunnan has said if he loses this game, he will cut his hair because it looks disgusting. Trevor Grady. And there's a foul. The Jerome coach does not look pleased. Looks a bit upset. The Jerome Jungle is not agreeing with that call. Yep. The Coffman Crazies, however, have showed out. It is a blackout versus whiteout. Nick Malika taking it out to Dom Pan.
And that will be out of bounds. Rocks ball.
And a hard smack by Lucas House. Nick Malika taking this one out. The Jerome Jungle seems to be invading Nick's personal space. That is a point of concern. Nick looking to take it out. Throws a deep ball to Dom Penn.
Dom Penn brings it up now. He will get a screen from Nick Carlson. Step back three, and it's good. Good answer by Dom Penn.
Kyle, is it just me, or does it look like Coffman right now is on the defensive? They don't look like they're really confident in their play.
Yeah, I'd say we're trying to play conservative, kind of feel out the Celts right now. I mean, there's a lot of time for us to get more comfortable with this gym. And Nick Carlson draws the charge call.
Some people disagree. Look like a charge to me. Nick Malika again taking the ball out.
Charge called on Lucas House.
Ball to Will Hunter, 23. He is a sophomore, young up-and-comer. He's a bright and shining star here at Dublin Coffman.
Very great player for Coffman. He loves to get to the rack right, just like
right
that.
to the rim, right to the bucket.
Finished with the left hand. Will Hunter's probably one of our better defensive players.
He is. He is a great all-around player. You know, he's very dependable. And for such a young athlete, he shows great maturity. And a miss on the Jerome side. Looking for the rebound, and it's Coffman's ball.
Yep. That's on number 1, Joe Dunnan, pushing the back.
Coffman with an aggressive cheer.
Excuse me, that was Kyle Boyer called with the foul.
Okay.
Dom Penn controlling the ball now. Goes to work on Zach Watson.
Long three.
Long
miss. Dom Penn, still a young player, freshman. Again, also a bright up-and-comer at Dublin Coffman. But he's a little experienced. This year is just a great experience.
Inexperienced, but still will turn out to be a quality asset for the Rocks in this game. Andrew Golder with the baseline J.
Coffman slowing it down a little bit. Switching from high tempo to soft, you know. This game is all about interior passing. I've said it before and I'll say it again.
Turn around, Jay. Baseline to answer the Golder shot.
You know, that shot was soft as church music. That's what I'm going to say. Zach Watson driving in. And a miss. That's unfortunate.
Dominic Penn getting a little aggressive with Joe Dunnan.
Taking it up. Passes it away.
Inside. Will Hunter, no good.
Hunter with a
fight for that rebound, but
it's all right. He's going for the defense.
That was Zach Watson taking the ball coast to coast. So Dom Penn will control still. Well, John, been a tightly contested game in the first 4 minutes. Usually 4 minutes is enough time to feel the other team out.
Dirk with a three.
No good.
That's going to be out of bounds.
Yep. That's unfortunate. Great look for Nick Carlson. You're throwing me off that Dirk thing, man.
You know, he's a big body.
He is.
So I think his best position would be staying down low in the center position.
Yep. He's a big body, but he's got a nice shot.
He does have a nice shot. But is Coffman willing to take the risk for the long three, or are they going to play conservative basketball and try to get 2 points here and 2 points there? Dom Penn with the rebound.
Dom Penn, step back.
Seems like they're locked on that side. You know, this game is going to come down to, Kyle.
What's it going to come down to, John?
It's all about the fundamentals.
Dom Penn is exasperated by that call. He cannot believe that they called a push on that, and honestly, neither can I.
The Drum Jungle did not think he could do that. You know, this is going to be a game of mistakes. Who is going to make the least mistakes? And that's going to be the winner. Long three.
Golda three.
Big miss.
Good.
That was a horrible error he just made. Will Hunter with a little behind the back. Looking for his basket.
Will Hunter.
There we go. Will Hunter. You know, I have mentored him the past few years. And I'm proud to say what he's turned out to be. Another miss. This is going to be very costly. So, Kyle, what would your game plan be here? Would you be trying to shoot the three, the quick ball, or would you be trying to pass it around a little bit, interior pass?
Right now, I'd be trying to get Dom Penn a screen just like that, get him inside just like that.
You know, it's a risky shot, but it worked out.
Dom Penn, he's a great finisher mid-range at the bucket. If he has the ball in his hands, he can make a difference. Very costly mistake by Jerome. That will be an over the back.
It's an over and back. It's an over and back.
Yep.
You know, Dom Penn is a game-time player. When the lights are on, the seconds are ticking down.
Dom Penn knows how to show up.
Down the ball.
Some may say that's a Mamba mentality, maybe.
Maybe. I think he's still young. I think he still has a lot to learn.
In for the Rocks is Derek Van Vlaar and Luke Bartimas.
Luke Bartimas making an appearance.
Yep.
Two underclassmen.
Two sophomores coming in.
You know, this is a young team. We still have a lot of room to grow, and I feel like in years, young future, we'll be
young team. We're going to have a very quality Rocks ball squad next year.
Luke gets it.
Because we're not, usually we don't start Nick Malika. Oh, boy.
You know, they looked really handsy on that one. I didn't think it was a travel. I thought it was a foul, but, you know, it's each their own opinion. These are good refs. They're paid.
Yep. That's what they're paid for. It's okay.
Coffman right now is doing a tomahawk shot.
Oh. And one, carried by Andrew Golda. Unfortunately, Coffman did commit the foul there.
They did. They really did.
Joe Dunnan will look to check into the game.
They're pretty equally matched defensive-wise. I feel like the real...
that's Coffman ball. Yes,
Coffman
sir.
Ball, yep.
Number 14, Eddie Anders will check out of the game for Joe Dunnan.
Returns Joe Dunnan, wearing 1.
Derek looking for an outlet. Finds Will Hunter. Who's going to take the ball up for a little bit?
Derek Van Vlaar, a very quality three-point shooter for the Rocks. Gets the ball inside. That's no good. Set your feet, Derek.
He's going to push it out. And there's a foul.
You know, John, that's one of those foul calls that, while yes, it was in favor of the Rocks, it didn't help us because we had Nick Carlson. We had Nick Carlson wide open on the wing. He's very good at that shot.
Cover ball again. You know, looking at Will Hunter, he runs like a gazelle on the court. Very injured man.
He never stops moving either.
Very aggressive player.
Great inside
Carlson.
Nick Carlson.
They call him the Windex man. He's always on that glass.
How many nicknames does Mr. Carlson have?
There's a lot. There's a lot. And that's a miss.
Just like you said, the window cleaner, right?
Windex man.
Windex man.
The Windex man. Aben looks like he's about to come into the game soon. Aben Williamson, number 2.
Floated by Dom Penn.
That is an atrocious call. I do not agree with that. They called it a charge. I
don't think he was there long enough.
There will be disputes. Number 2, Joey Pickering. He used to attend Dublin Coffman. No longer welcome after his transfer to Dublin Jerome.
So Pickering, a 6'2" sophomore guard for the Celts.
Passes it off to Zach Watson. With his low ball. Rims right out. Doesn't go in. Derek coming up the right side.
You know he's just looking to shoot right now.
He is. And I think that also comes with experience. I think he's too quick to shoot the ball. Pass it around. Explore your space. Luke Bartimas.
And the one. And the count.
You know, I will tell you right now, tensions are high.
Why wouldn't they be? It's the first time these two programs have met in 4 years. As I said earlier, last time we played them, we won 64-55, 9-point spread in the postseason. I would have to say Jerome's looking to get a little revenge on us right now.
Yeah. On a side note, Marcus Ernst has checked into the game.
And Andrew Golda checks out for the Celtics.
Luke Martinez with the free throw, and he makes it. And it's in. Zach Watson taking it up the right side. And Evan and Zach seem to be exchanging some throws. Evan seems exacerbated. He doesn't know what's going on.
These refs, they're not going to let a whole lot go tonight. I understand why. It's a very tense game. Both these teams want to win more than anything.
Whoa, there's a travel. You know who also is another aggressive player on our team? Marcus Ernst.
Yes.
You know, I've never seen someone who dives more balls, goes at it with any other player. He's a real star.
Very aggressive defensive player. I believe Marcus Ernst will be our starting quarterback for our football team next season.
Look at that. Jack of all trades.
Yep.
He is also committed to play baseball at Ohio State University in 2 years.
He's a great all-around athlete. I've had the privilege of playing baseball with him before, and without a doubt, he's the most athletic man on the field at all times.
And it shows on the basketball court.
Yep.
His speed and agility. Oh! Or jab step. And just throws a little shoulder into his chest. Some playful taunting.
Rocks need to get past that volleyball line. Long three by
Nick with the long three, but it's a no-go. That never should have been taken.
Oh, wow. That looked good from our angle.
Joe Dunnan was really trying to go for it, but he didn't make it.
Yes.
So that was a shame. So we've just finished up the first quarter. Tell me your thoughts on our performance and theirs.
Right now, I would just have to say Coffman is doing a great job cutting down the turnovers. We've had a problem with that. Yeah, we've had a real problem with turnovers and stuff before, and we've done a great job cutting down on that.
Well, going off of that, Kyle, I think Coffman has really come out really aggressive.
Yes.
And they've overpowered Jerome. You know, they are leading 16-9 right now.
Yep.
So it just shows that even though they are ranked lower, technically, it's all about heart.
Yep.
It's a game of heart.
Heart over height, because Coffman right now is outmatched. I would have to say, Andrew Gold is 6'8". He's a junior. Our tallest man on the floor right now is Nick Carlson. He, I believe, is 6'4" or 6'3", 6'4", somewhere in that range. But we're overpowering Gola. We're keeping him out of the paint, doing a great job of that, forcing him to rely on his jump shot. We're not giving anybody good looks right now.
We're taking more risks, and I like that. You know, we're not afraid to put up the shot. And I think that plays a big factor in who's going to win this basketball game.
We have
Jerome's been very conservative.
Ooh. Oh, I saw that going bad.
And there's two. It looks like he just fell, but...
Yep, Lucas House draws the foul call. I don't know how much contact there was there, but...
shooting two.
He's good on his first.
Knocks around a little bit, but it goes down. Finds its way home.
House sets up for a second shot. It goes down. Brings game within 5. Will Hunter will control the ball. No. Gives it to Williamson. Back to Hunter.
Will Hunter looking to get it out.
Yep.
To Derek Van Vlera.
Jerome playing that diamond press right now.
I'm seeing a lot of exterior passing, but I want to see us cut in. I think one of our biggest problems as a team is we're too quick.
Shot by
Great shot.
Quality take by Derek.
You know, Collins works really hard on focusing on developing the play. Let things develop. Move around. Take your time.
He does, and that will be Celtic ball.
I agree with that. Dom Penn and Nick Carlson check in. Evan Williamson and Luke Martinez are out.
So we have our
Joe Dunnan, as he is out.
Minus Nick Malika for Derek Van Vlera. We have our starting lineup in. Almost tipped by Will Hunter. House with it up top now. Gets it to...
If you are wondering, the Jerome coach is on the court right now. She's visibly upset. Right off the glass, and that's right in the hands of Derek Embrera. Dom Penn taking it up the left side.
Student section really letting him hear about that.
Dom looking for it. You know, we got fouls. It's getting a little chippy out here.
Yep. 12 through his forearm right into Dom Penn on that move. And our whole starting lineup is in now.
Nick Malika, he's a senior this year.
Yes, he is.
Does sport the man bun. Honorable look.
I say if Coffman wins tonight, he should shave that.
Will Hunter driving in hard. Looks for it, and it's in.
Great take by Hunter there.
Jerome speeding up the tempo, trying to get it done quick.
Boyer with it. Gets it to...
If I'm not mistaken, Coffman is working a
House
a zone defense right now.
Nope.
Is that a jump ball?
No, they're calling the foul. They're calling the foul. Probably should have been a jump ball.
You know, Luke Bartimas coming back into the game. So is Joey Pickering for Jerome. Again, not welcome at Dublin Coffman High School any longer. Kyle Burrier is leaving the game for Jerome. Joey taking the ball out. Pass it to Zach Watson.
No relation there, right?
There's no relation.
All right. Thank you for
I do know Zach. He is a great guy.
All right. So Dom Penn will control for the Rocks now. He'll try to put a little move on Zach. Or not. That works.
Long three.
And
it's in.
The bank is open, folks.
It rumbles around, but it ends up in.
It is a Tuesday at 7:20 p.m. The bank is open.
And that's a brick.
Dom controlling.
He's got it, though. He's taking it up center court.
Dom, I think he wanted to shoot that.
Very brave.
Gets it in. Oh, man.
Doesn't go in.
Bounced on the rim about 5 times there.
You know, I think if Coach Collins instills one thing into his players, it's that heat and pressure makes diamonds.
Yep.
He loves game time situations. He loves pressure games. This is where he thrives.
What's a better game time situation than 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the second quarter of your first playoff game with a freshman starting?
Will Hunter to Dom Penn. Dom Penn fakes it. Does a little jab. Goes to Nick Malika. Nick looking for it. Goes Luke. With Bartimas. Then Will Hunter. Will Hunter driving.
That's good. With the left. Will Hunter very smooth with his left hand. I do believe he is a lefty.
Again, Gazelle-like. Zach Watson. It does seem like Zach Watson is the main player of this team.
I think you could make that argument. He does take a vast majority of the shots, and he's a good controller of the ball.
He has good ball organization. He has good planning.
I would say, I think it would be hard to argue that Joe Dunnan is not the team leader.
Yeah. Oh, Will Hunter with the rebound, puts it right back up, but it's missed. No, there's some hard fouls down there. Yep, I think the refs kind of closed their eyes. Well, Duncan fouls them hard back.
I think the refs are finally letting them play through.
Yeah.
Refs have gotten their feel for the game. They can't keep blowing their whistles like that, or else we'll be here all night.
This is the Dublin Rumble. All right. Shots are being exchanged. Baskets are being exchanged here.
Wait a second. They don't call that, but they're going to call that.
I can't explain it. Marcus Ernst and Edmund Williamson looking like they're going to come into the game. And they're waved off. They're going to come in back again.
All right.
Dom Penn is leaving. Will Hunter, visibly upset, has a lot of heart.
Will Hunter only has one foul.
Zach Watson at the line right now. And it's not good. It's very surprising. Ball's out, and it's Coffman ball. You know, this was a very highly anticipated game, Kyle.
Yes, it is.
Tickets sold out on both sides.
Yes, they did.
We have the Coffman Crazies on the right and the Drum Jungle across from us.
And just take a look around this stadium. You don't see an open seat.
The Coffman Crazies have been voted the best student section in all of Dublin. Actually, all of Ohio. Did you hear that?
All right.
In all of Ohio, the
I'll
Coffman
take your
Crazies
word
have
for
been
it.
voted the best student section in all of Ohio. Marcus Ernst trying to fight his way out.
Well,
Passes the ball to Luke Bartinos on the left side.
I mean, you're a student section leader, John.
Yeah, but I'm not biased. You know.
Yep.
I'm very objective.
I can see that.
Celtics 2, whistle for foul. His first.
So Joey Pickering whistled for the foul against Luke Bartimas. He will put Luke at the line for 1-1. Luke still waiting to take his 1 and 2 shots.
There seems to be some switching of players. Kyle Burrier back into the game. Switching sides, actually.
Jerome making a lot of substitutions early. Oh, and he misses the 1-1.
Brick right off the back of the rim. Will Hunter ready to get back in. Marcus Ernst fights for it. It's taking it to the left side hard. He's looking around.
That floor is slippery.
Yep, picked up his dribble. Ibn out to Nick Carlson, and that's a miss. Again with the threes.
Bartimas mid-range, splashes it, finds the bottoms.
You know, I have a question for you, Kyle. At some point, does Nick Carlson have to stop taking the 3-ball? Because it does not seem like it's working out.
He's been a reliable 3-ball shooter all year. I think he just needs to find his range. I'd say if it doesn't start falling by the second half, maybe lay off of it a little bit.
Joe Dunnan with the big 3. You know, Nick Carlson, I feel like he needs, in order to win this game, he needs to transition more into the center position. He needs to focus more on rebounding and putting it back up quickly. He's a big guy. He should use his body as an advantage. David Williamson looking at it.
I could see where you'd think that. Malika drives baseline. Carlson with the shot. What did I tell you, sir?
You know,
just as John was saying, don't take it, he takes it, and he hits absolutely nothing.
Even a blind squirrel
little
finds a
string
nut
music.
sometimes. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut sometimes. 100 times the chunk.
Evan Williamson playing tenacious defense.
Hard defense.
Gets the tip.
Nick ends up coming down with it. Passes it off to Ibn Williamson.
He's going to control. Try to find somebody for a shot.
You know what I have been noticing?
Oh, wow.
And it's in.
And
I was about to say that Coffman has been changing their tempo throughout the game, not becoming too predictable. I think that's a great asset to them.
Yep. Coffman very good usually with the half-court offense. Coach Collins, he likes the half-court offense a lot more than the tempo, fast-paced, fast-break type offense.
Zach Watson with a 3.
And I can see where he likes that style of play. Some players, such as Dominic Penn, kind of thrive in a more up-tempo offense, but
yeah. Is he shooting 1-1?
I believe he is.
Okay. Luke Bartimas will be going to the line again.
Luke 0 for 1 on the night.
A little confusion on the court, but it's all settled. Marcus Ernst coming out of the game, along with Nick Malika.
Coming into the game is Will Hunter, Derek Van Valera, Dominic Penn, and the other two are Nick Carlson and Luke Bartimas. Oh, Luke.
Another miss. Another miss. I think it's pressure.
You know what? Paul Roth said it best last year. The free throws, you don't have to pay for them. You need to take what you can get for free, what the other team wants to give you.
Okay, so 50 seconds left in this half. And you got to ask yourself the question. The Celts are down 7. What do they need to do to come back?
The Celts? I think the Celts need to get the ball into the hands of Joe Dunnan more. Derek Van Valera
with a miss.
No trigger tray there. And
it's going right. It's going right. Parents are not happy with that call.
Not a lot of people are happy. I have the analyst to my left shaking his head, not understanding.
There's a lot riding on this game.
Yep.
So tensions are high, like I said previously. Zach Watson is at the line, shooting 1-1.
Jerome only down by 8 points. Coffman's biggest lead of the night, I believe, has been 10.
Down by 7. Zach with the shot, and it's in.
He is shooting 1-1. Each team playing very physical with 8 fouls at the end of the half.
We got 32 seconds left. I feel like Coffman wants the ball in their hands and try to get a quick basket before the half ends.
Either that or hold on to it until the end. Don't let Jerome have another opportunity to bring the game even closer.
Completely agree.
With Zach Watson hitting both of his free throws. That works too.
Oh my gosh. The foul. Atrocious.
That was a man's foul. That was a man's foul right there.
Will Hunter got bodied pretty hard, but you know what? He has a lot of heart. So it's not going to stop him. If anything, it's going to get him more insane.
Yeah, I would say Will Hunter was just a tad outweighed by his defender.
Yeah. His signature jersey bite. Always a classic Will Hunter move. With the first basket. Oh, it's no good. You know, in all honesty, I feel like the jungle is really getting to our players. We're missing a lot of shots. They're screaming.
The jungle, yep. They're getting into the heads of our players. The focal point for Coffman right now is certainly free throws.
Will Hunter makes it with the second one. Will redemption.
We've missed at least 5 to 8 points, somewhere between there, just on free throw shooting alone. And that's just unacceptable. If the other team wants to give you a chance to go to the line and shoot, that's free points.
So exactly what Dylan Coffman did not want to happen. Jerome has the ball.
Opportunity.
Half. Oh, great block. Van Valera with a dive.
2 seconds left. Forces the Celts to make some kind of decision on a play.
It's going to be just a quick toss-up. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I think they're going to try and shoot a 3.
Joey Pickering's going to get into the game for some reason for the 2 seconds that remain.
Because he's a good 3 shooter.
Well, it seems like he's down under the basket. So I'm confused.
They're going to pop up,
Is he going to go back?
Watch, they're going to pop every guy up for that to happen.
Nick Malka with the block.
There we go.
Nick is a real physical player, so I'm really glad to see him do that.
Yep. So at the end of the half, it is your Dublin Coffman 33, the Celtics of Jerome 27. John, what are you seeing right now?
You know, the Celts are down 6, still a close game. Coffman has a lot to offer in this game. We got a lot of heart. And I feel that the second half, if anything, they're going to get more aggressive.
Yep.
They're going to focus on making less mistakes and taking the smart shot. It's all about court management. You know, when you, as the point guard, you have a Will Hunter or Dom Penn or Evan Williamson taking it up. They need to generally focus on making smart passes and doing the smart shot.
I agree. One other thing I'd like to touch on, just like I said at the end of the half, free throws. I believe we've missed 5 of them, and that's robbing us of points. We could easily have a 10 or 12 point lead right now if we could just hit a free throw. So we will check off just until the end of the half. Be back to you shortly. And we are back. Second half action is about to kick. John, you have any? You had a couple minutes to think about it. What do you have to say about that first half?
First of all, I have a little message from the parents. It's a shout out to the people who are watching in Philly and LA. So thank you for tuning in and to our broadcast. But for the second half, it's going to be a very competitive game. You know, this is the type of game that you catch on like a TV at like a Sizzler.
Yep.
So it's highly competitive, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the second half. What are you thinking?
I couldn't be more excited. 6-point game, very tightly contested, as you would expect. Nothing less from these two programs. One thing to pick on that LA and Philly thing, I believe we have fans from Florida and Wisconsin watching also.
Really?
I know of at least two Celtic fans, a couple close friends of mine.
Well, look at that. Yep, that's fantastic. You know, I'm really glad that we're going across
a few
country.
Listeners all across the country. That's what this whole broadcasting thing's about, right?
You know, it's all about people helping people, expanding our horizons. I love that. So, again, I've said this before. It's the mistakes. It's the team who will make the least mistakes will win this basketball game. Both are evenly matched. You know, when it comes up to the 3-ball, we can go shot for shot.
Yeah.
So right now it's a battle of attrition.
Yep. Right now we're just kind of throwing threes back and forth with Jerome. That's good defense though, not letting Dom get that pass.
Yeah,
it's okay. But going off that mistake thing, at the end of the half, I believe we had 9 fouls and they had 8, so we're very evenly matched there. Almost no turnovers from either side. I think we have the edge on that, having maybe 1 or 2 less turnovers than them.
You know, I have no problem with the fouls. I love the fouling. Everything's great about fouling. You know, it's aggressive basketball. Let's play the game.
Yep.
So, right now, Coffman's ball. Nick Malka going to be taking it out. Pass it to Will Hunter. Quick pass to Dom Penn.
I'm surprised they're not trying to get it to Trevor Grady in the corner. He looked pretty open.
Back to Dom Penn. Dom Penn with long 3.
Oh!
Big win right there.
Trigger trade finds the bottoms.
No, sweet. I love that.
Extends Coffman's lead to 9 points. And it's Zach Watson dribbling around now, looking to set up a play. Finds Lucas House. House again.
Right now we're looking for stops.
Yep. Watson. Surprised he didn't shoot that, honestly. Golda inside.
I think the game plan of Dublin Coffman coming out for the second half is don't let anything up.
Yep.
You know, you're winning the basketball game. Keep the pressure on, keep pressing, and keep playing good basketball.
Yep. Will Hunter gets it to Dom Penn. Penn, another
3.
3, don't.
I told you this. I told you. You know, sometimes it's too risky.
All right, Trevor, wide open, no good.
About a year to shoot that. You know what happens though?
That's one of those shots you have to make.
You know, you see Trevor and you see that clap, that means that should have been on. And he's angry with himself, and that's just, you know what, that's going to inspire him for the rest of the game.
But if you have a shot that wide open, you have to take it, first of all.
Totally agree. You know, some people say that Nick Malka doesn't shoot enough. And I agree with them.
They're calling a hold or a push on Trevor Grady. But back to that shot, again, that's one of those, you have to take it, and you really have to make it.
Yeah. It's a must make. Yep. And it's disappointing that he did. And he's an aggressive player, so he fouls a lot. Yep. So I think Coach Collins' technique with him is just to kind of
calm him down,
spread out his play.
I would say calm him down. He's a very emotional player.
Very emotional. Like a Tyler Hasbro for UNC. Zach Watson with a quick 3, which is not a make. You know, he's missed a lot tonight.
Yep.
That must impact his confidence level.
I can't imagine how it wouldn't.
Will Hunter.
It's inside.
It's moving and grooving, but it's Coffman's ball. And the little butterfingers on the hands of Kyle Burrier.
Jerome's coach wanted to travel there. That's no travel. That's a step through, my friend.
That is a real mistake. That is a real misstep on Jerome's part.
Yep.
Nick Malka looking for an outlet, having trouble finding it.
Gets
Little
Nick
soft
Carlson
butterfly pass to Nick
posting
Carlson.
up. Carlson works inside, just
Broke that
manning Lucas
shoulder.
House.
Right through the legs.
You know, he had about 4 hands on that ball. Maybe one of them was his. There's not a whole lot he could have done there except the ball and a charge ball. You are right. That is
Missed
a
the
charge.
motions in the stadium tonight. The jungle is not approving of that call.
Their coach is livid with that
But
right
you know
now.
what? How much do they really have to say? The Coffman Crazies have been voted the greatest student section ever to be in the game. Will Hunter taking it up the left side, looking around, surveying the court.
Hunter dribbling around a couple times. Penn, he wanted to shoot that.
Yep. Luke
That's
Martinez
another
open.
must make, and he does.
And it's
Trigger
in.
Trey finds the bottoms. Let's go. Need him.
Trigger Trey, what is this?
It's a 3, man.
It's a 3?
Pulling the trigger on the 3.
Okay. Never heard that before. You know, you learn something new every day.
House with the shot. Trigger Trey finds the bottoms.
You know, that's bad defense on Coffman's part.
Yep.
They, first of all, someone left for man. Nick had to go run to him, and then that was what created the open shot.
Great pass by Nick Carlson.
Barely gets it on the hand, but he does. Kyle Burrier passes it off.
You know what? That was a great turnaround post move and just an elegant, graceful pass. House with it. Lucas goes inside. Mid-range jumper. That's good. Coffman up by 7 points now. Dominic 10 loses the ball.
Just for a second.
Yep.
Will Hunter has the ball again. You know, there's a lot of trust put into Will Hunter, and I love that. Jerome coach thinks he did travel.
I hate to say it, ball doesn't lie. That I would say that's a travel.
I don't know. It's a slippery floor. And it's a miss. Looking for the ball.
I don't know how Jerome has missed that many layups.
You know, Jerome's rebounding has been so bad. I just thought that would be important to say.
I disagree. I think their rebounding's been fine. It's their finishing near the bucket that's struggled.
Okay, that might be it.
They've been doing great things in the paint.
Double dribble.
Yep. Carlson costly mistake there.
You know, coming into this game, I told you it's going to be all about the fundamentals. So we have Joe Dunnan taking the ball out for Jerome. Passing it off to Zach Watson. Oh, we got a timeout. That is on Coffman's side. They decided to take the timeout, take a couple seconds.
Should be a full timeout.
Got a
60 seconds. So, John, we have about a minute to talk.
All right.
What are you seeing so far? What's got to turn around for either team?
Well, right now it's 41-34, and Coffman's still leading. I think that Collins would love to have them more on the gas, you know, really put the pedal down. And the tough part is it's switching up the momentum. Yep. Because if you're too predictable, you're going to lose the game. And I think Jerome right now is zeroing in on Coffman's passing, and they're trying to make their way back.
Yep. Jerome, they've gotten used to our tempo, I'd say, which that's a huge problem for basketball.
Yeah.
Because if we can play a little bit more up-tempo right now, get Dom Penn a few more open threes, he can hit them.
The positive...
I'd say get him an ISO, maybe, isolation opportunity. He's very good with the ball. And
one thing I do have to commend Coffman for is changing of point guards. You know, they can rotate positions seamlessly, and that adds to their play. Zach Watson passes it off.
Coffman has never had a problem with depth, ever.
Joe Dunnan.
Coach Collins may not play.
Looking for a play.
Coach Collins may not play everybody all the time, but we have never in a million years had a problem with depth.
You know, Jerome, they don't look organized right now. They look like they're just passing the ball around. They don't have any specific play. But it's a quick three. Well, 14, Eddie Anders. Eddie Anders with a nice three. All right, Dom taking up slowly.
Carlson with it. And Van Vleer now. Oh, no, sir.
Oh, excuse me. There's a block. 14 with a push. Eddie Anders with the foul.
They called Eddie Anders with that foul. Analyst to my left says no good. Kind of a ticky-tacky call.
2:14 left in the quarter.
Coffman only up by 4. Put the ball to Carlson.
Hiding at Carlson. Nick Carlson passes it over to the right to Luke Bartimas with a 3. Oh, it's not in.
In and out. That thing was halfway down and hit the back of the rim.
Carberry with the 3. Oh, that is in.
We don't need that.
That is a dagger to the heart of every Coffman fan watching.
Yeah, Coffman does not need that one.
All right, this is a new Jerome team we are seeing this half. Oh. No answer.
Shoots.
Will Hunter with no answer.
Will Hunter.
Jerome coach telling Zach Watson to slow it down. Again, the change of tempo.
Second win for the Jerome student section. This is not what Coffman wanted to happen. No. We needed to keep the jungle pretty quiet. Lucas House, turn around, no good.
Derek Van Vleer gets the rebound.
Very strong rebound.
Looking like it, Luke Martinez with... Oh! That's a foul. He's going to be on the line. 2 shots. It is a close game now. 41-40. The Celts are only down 1.
Yep. They called that on number 13, Kyle Burrier. Chopped across the wrist.
Momentum.
And Bartimas has been struggling from the charity stripe tonight.
Super loud in the gym right now. It has to be affecting Luke in some way.
I know, but he's on the other end of the court now. He's away from the student section.
It's a small gym. Sound travels.
I'd say it. Something's got to change now. There we go.
We are.
That's only his second make, I believe. He's 2 for 5 tonight.
Just like at the beginning of the game, Drum seems to be on the offensive. Yep. They seem to be attacking more, but that was something they lost late in the first quarter. Do you think it's just a surge of energy, just quick into this half like they did last half?
You know, I can't really say what it is. Oh, what a pass.
Behind the back.
I'm struggling to see where that call came from. See, I'm looking at our monitor right now.
Collins is questioning.
We have a little delay on our monitor. I don't know.
I didn't see it.
I don't know where that was.
Lucas House with the make. He'll be shooting another one. New player coming in for Jerome.
You know, I'm noticing one key difference here. Our student section is not laying into them when they're shooting like theirs is when we are.
You know, I am disappointed in the Crazies right now. They do look a little reserved. The jungle has gotten very lively. And that's it. And that is a tie ball game. 42-42.
So with 32.8 seconds left in the quarter, Coffman will want to get a quick bucket here, force them to get the ball again in the hopefully last half of the last minute here. Ooh, that's not going to do it. He dribbled right into that. Oh, no, that's not what we needed.
Jim has erupted.
You know what, John? Momentum has swung. Momentum has officially swung, unfortunately.
In tough times like these, I like to crack open a nice cold Snapple. The best stuff on earth. They're not our sponsor, but I would like some free Snapple.
I'm not exactly sure if we can legally give them a plug or not, but okay, worth a shot.
I would like some free Snapple.
You know, this is exactly how we had so many upsets during the NCAA tournament last season.
Derek!
Van Vleer, he's looking for it.
Oh, that is a hard foul. That is a hard foul.
That should be a goaltend, I believe.
And parents are calling for it. Parents are calling for a goaltend. Oh. They're turning quickly on these referees. His hand was on the net.
The gentleman on my left said...
They're conferring.
It's not a goaltend because the ball was never above the rim.
His fingers were in the net, though.
Quote from our rules analyst. Quote from our rules.
Jerome makes it.
A quote from our rules analyst, his fingers can be in the net all night long, but the ball has to be above the rim for a goaltend to be called.
I don't know about that.
Hey, Pop, tell Carl he's an official.
Derek with the next one, and it's in.
There we go. Makes up for that
44-42. Coffman takes the lead again.
That's what we needed. We needed to take a little bit of air out of the Jerome student section. That does it right there. That little break with the refs was the best thing that could have happened to us. I honestly think a goaltend there would have swung or kept momentum in Jerome's favor because they would have gotten the ball right back.
Oh, goaltend would have been on them, Kyle.
I'm aware, but they still would have gotten the ball right back. Instead, they had to wait not only for the refs to talk, but for Derek to take his foul shots, and quite frankly, he took all night to shoot them.
Yeah. Right.
And he got them out of their rhythm. That was probably one of the best possessions Coffman has had without any play.
Just finished this third quarter. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think Jerome's doing right to make this comeback?
Momentum. Last year in the NCAA tournament, we had so many underdog victories, total upsets, because momentum just kept in the underdog's favor the entire game. And right now, Coffman's the underdog. We've had the momentum. Jerome caught it in the final half of that third quarter, and that's a problem because if they carry it over to the fourth, I think it's going to be hard to stop them. That being said, it is beatable. They can be stopped. We proved that.
Yeah, I agree.
Andrew Golda hasn't done a whole lot. 8 points, 2 fouls. He hasn't made an impact given his size.
Yeah.
We've done a great job just keeping him entirely out of play. Sure, he's gotten a block here and there.
For Coffman to win this game, they need to stop the turnovers, and they need to play smart basketball.
Yep.
Making good passes, not taking dumb shots. You know, it's fun to shoot from the half-court line, sure. But, you know, waiting, letting the play develop, that's what they need to do in order to win.
Yes. I could not have said that better.
Derek looks a little trapped. Dribbles once, picks it up.
Derek needs to get better at getting out of those double teams.
Yeah.
He dribbled right into one at the end of the quarter there.
Yeah.
When they were on their momentum roll.
Will Hunter, Wilt Chamberlain hook shot, but does not make it.
They wrapped his arm there. That'll be 13.
It's a whole...
Kyle Burr, that is his 4th foul. One more and he is gone.
Really?
Yes. One more foul and he is gone.
Doesn't that make that more interesting?
Yes, it does. He's had a multitude of points for them. Very, very reliable player for the Celtics.
He's a game-time player. He's integral to their team and to their success.
Yes.
He's quick, too.
Very quick. Very fast to get on the boards, up the floor.
Zach Watson looking around to Joe Dunham. All right.
And Golda count that bucket.
You know, to me, Kyle, I may be mistaken, but that looked like Nick's hands were just straight up. What do you think? What? To me, that looks like Nick's hands were just straight up.
I think his hands were straight up, but they were calling more body contact than anything.
You know, body contact. It's basketball. Let the boys play.
I understand that. They got to be able to play like men, not boys, but I would say that Andrew Golda did a great job of drawing the foul there. He initiated contact and forced Hunter to go into him.
Andrew Golda with the first shot, and it's made.
Celtics have taken the lead.
Again, a new life in this Jerome Jungle student section. Yep. Our Coffman crazies are virtually silent. Derek looking for it. We have a problem over here.
Hold on number 11.
All right.
That will be Joseph Gadian.
Gadian? Sure. Whichever way. Will Hunter takes a second, looks around. To Derek Van Valera.
There's a wide open Trevor Grady.
Oh! Gypsy Jew Dunkaroo! Trevor Grady with the dunk.
I didn't know Trevor had it in him.
Oh, I did. I sure did. Oh, Trevor Grady. That is an aggressive play. The Coffman Crazies are now back. And we're back.
Trevor Grady just gave us that highlight play when we needed it most.
Aggressiveness.
He gave us that when we needed it most.
He went through two defenders to get that dunk in there. That's pure willpower. And you know what that does? Gives Coffman the lead.
Yes, it does.
46-45.
But not only does it give the lead, Trevor looked at their student section. He said, okay, you guys want to be loud. Let me shut you guys up for a minute and slam it right on one of your guys. Celtics, that was your Kodak moment.
The Jungle has no idea what to do with that.
Nope, they...
Griffin Grady, fantastic dunk.
Griffin Grady. That was Griffin Grady-esque.
Oh, excuse me. Griffin Grady-esque.
Yeah, likeness of his brother.
Likeness of his brother. His brother did play for Coffman and was known for his dunks.
Yes. Griffin Grady, a great defensive and highlight reel type player for the Rocks. Not afraid to catch a body on the dunk.
Now plays football at Wisconsin.
Yep. Getting a lot of special teams time, actually.
Jerome is looking for a way to answer this. It's very difficult. Goes for the three. It's a miss. That's a brick.
There we go. There we go.
And Rocks get the rebound. Will's looking for it. Back to Trevor.
Do it again, Trev. All they have to do is foul him because they do not want him dunking again.
You know, fear's a powerful thing, Kyle. It's two shots. Yep. The Jerome coach looks like he cannot handle his emotions.
You know what? I think they were just trying to stop him from getting to the rim because if he were to slam one home again, it'd be hard to shut our student section up because, let's be real, we're probably the meanest, brashest student section anyone could play.
But respectful.
That's funny.
But we are the greatest student section in Ohio.
But then it would be really hard for Jerome's student section to liven up like they've been all night.
Yeah. Here's Trevor with his first shot. Oh, and it's not in there.
You know what? Trevor needs to walk up to that line with all the confidence in the world, saying, no one can stop me.
Trevor. Next shot.
There we go.
It's in. That's smooth as butter.
Gives Coffman a 2-point lead.
Smooth as silk. Jerome slowing down. Taking their time. 6 minutes. Time's taken away. This is a real nail-biter, Kyle.
Yes, it is. Great game so far.
Oh, and it's a charge. We're going Rocks ball. Other side of the court. Nick Carlson, that is one of his best stats.
Yeah.
He knows how to take a charge.
Unfortunately, drawing fouls is not a stat line. It should be for Nick Carlson.
Joey Pickering will be checking into the game. Again, he is banned from Dublin Coffman.
because all night, I think Nick has forced 3 foul calls, all charges.
Yes. We got a little sweat on the court. Refs doing their job. God bless. It's an all-intensive job. There's no days off being a referee, except when you're not playing a game and you have a day off.
So, John, I got to ask you, what do you think Nick is doing to Jerome's front line right now?
Nick, he's a big body.
Oh God.
Charge way back. That's why they put Joey in, to take the charge. Okay. I want you guys to take a look at the 2 coaches right here. We have the Jerome coach, seems to be perspiring, while Coach Collins, cool as a cucumber.
Collins, he's always been very calm and collected.
Yeah, but you know what? He's got. He has a lot in the tank. He has a lot of anger in there.
Yes. Oh, I'm sure he does.
Okay. Heating up. It's too hot for you to get out of the kitchen. Zach Watson. Oh, Derek Van. What? A little confusion. It's a kick.
So we have 5.5 minutes in this 4th quarter.
Whoa. Sorry. That was a hold. Grabbing jerseys there, Will Hunter, my protege. Looking for it, passing it around, playing around with it, and that's in. God.
That was a Zach Watson on the trigger tray.
That's a dagger.
I don't say dagger. That's not nearly the nail in the coffin.
But it does break the spirits a little bit. It was a big shot.
It does.
Look, again, and it brings life to this Jerome Jung.
Unfortunately, they have bounced back from that. Great
throws a body into it and gets it in there. It was his way in there.
Not a highlight play, but a hustle play.
Whenever you can drop the shoulder, I say do it. As a Dublin Youth Athletics player, my number is retired in the rafters, but I was all about aggressiveness. Fouling out of the game is not an unusual thing for me. Derek Van.
Little move. Oh, the handles.
He wants to cross him like a pretzel. Chooses not to, however. Passes it to Nick Carlson.
Dominic Penn goes to work.
Would you think that he's kind of a sleeper during this game? What do you think?
8 points. Yeah, that's kind of quiet for him.
I mean, it's a quiet night for Dom, and I feel like if he really would have come out at this game, that this would be a completely different environment. And it's a charge. Another charge. That is ridiculous.
That's 4.
That is 4. Nick Carlson, the charge king. King of charge. Crown him right now. This is it.
Lucas House is down.
Lucas House is down. That looks like a season ender right there. That looks like that's a career ender. He will not recover. Surgery will be tomorrow. Just kidding. He looks fine.
Typical John, just talking to talk, as we see on the morning announcements every day.
My morning announcements are glorious. Everyone should tune in. They're on YouTube. It's under DCTV. My name is John Watson. Follow me on Instagram at JohnnyWatt31. So there's a timeout.
For those of you interested, you can watch the morning announcements on the same broadband network you are currently watching the stream on.
And I'll tell you right now, they're a treat. Not just because I'm a part of it, but for other reasons too. So right now we have 3:47 left. 49-48. Celtics down 1. Kyle, tell me, what are you thinking?
I think this is going to be a good game. This is a good game.
Kyle, I drive out to the farm. The barn is on fire. The barn is burning. This is a barn burner. I can tell you that right now.
Certainly a way to put that.
It is, and I did. This is a real nail biter. I have no nails left, to be honest with you. It's very emotional too.
Yeah.
It's not just a basketball game to move on. Sure, it's great to move on in the tournament, but this is about Dublin pride. There is a deep and dark rivalry between these two teams. In any sport.
We don't play each other very much. I would like to reiterate and very express that we do not play each other often at all. I think we have a football game against them this year,
Yeah.
or next season. But these two programs do not meet almost ever for being crosstown rivals.
All right, Will Hunter taking it up. That's a reach. It's going Coffman's way. No foul was called. Yep. Do I agree with it? No. I do think there was a foul. Am I biased? No. Something called journalistic integrity. So 14 comes out, Eddie Anders, and is switched with Joseph Gatien. Derek Van. Oh! Woo! Ouch! That hurts the Jerome bench. Look at that.
That hurts the Jerome bench, the Jerome parents, the Jerome players, the Jerome student section.
So what do we have there? Alley-oop layup plus and one?
Yeah.
You know, I don't say this word often, but it's redonkulous.
That was an insane play.
Trevor Grady, he's really come alive the second half. Shoots it, and that's it. He knew it. He was walking away right after the ball left his hands. Right.
That was huge. It puts the Rocks up by 4 points.
It does. This is a two-possession game.
Momentum shifter right there. 3 minutes left, though. 4 points is...
Put those hands
honestly, not too much.
Oh, Nick Carlson, literally, the ball falls right into his hands. Yep. Coffman's ball. Joey Pickering, visibly upset. Maybe that he left Coffman.
You just can't let that one go, can you?
You know, it's one thing to, it's I don't know.
I know what you're trying to say.
Dom Pan. Oh, he literally had a golden path to the basket. It did not execute. Nick was looking for his...
That was...
Oh, Nick again. Right in the hands of Will Hunter. Will Hunter's going to slow it down.
That was quite the step around. I have to give...
Derek Van Vleer. And no!
I have to give Zach Watson the edge on that. That was a man-sized step around Mr. Nick Carlson.
All right, 2:39, another timeout called. 52-48, 4-point game.
Kyle Burr trying to get his team back in it, clapping on the bench.
I'm thinking one thing. We've been evenly matched this entire game. I think we knew that going in. The mistakes have been even on both sides. Both have been making poor mistakes, but what do you expect? It's a high school basketball game.
Yep.
So I think if Coffman really wants to pull away, the aggressiveness still needs to be there.
Yes.
They cannot let off the gas.
Yes.
And they need to make a play that shuts down Jerome quickly.
Yep. Kaufman needs to have the play-to-win mindset and not the play-to-not-lose mindset.
Yeah.
That's going to make all the difference in this game. However this turns out in the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds, I think our mindset is the whole key because we have momentum on our side. The Jerome student section, they've been relatively quiet.
Yeah.
After that dunk and the and one, both by Mr. Trevor Grady, which if we win this, I'd have to give him all the credit.
So Joe Dunnan is taking the ball out. Yep. Here goes Zach Watson. All right.
You know, this might come as a surprise, but...
Oh, my gosh.
Well, there's that. Trevor Grady only has 6 points in this contest.
He only has 6, but his 6 points have been crucial to the momentum and spirit of this team. All right, Nick Carlson playing point guard for some reason. All right, gives it back to Will Hunter. Jerome requesting some defense. Oh, look at the reach, look at the foul, but
not what we need. It's one of those turnovers we emphasize on.
Jerome down 1. Zach with it. They're looking for anything right now.
Well, I like to see that. Lucas House is back in the game for the Celtics. Don't want to see a player get hurt at all.
That career ender might have been a little bit of an over-exaggeration. Oh, it does not go in.
This is the blank layup.
Heartbreaker. That might be the game. That might be the bucket.
I can't see confidence through the roof for him right now.
No.
Oh my. Oh me. Oh my.
It was a subpar shot, and I think nerves got to him. That's what happens when you force the ball. Look at this. It's called interior passing. Coffman needs to try it sometime. I feel like we focus too much on the exterior. You know, it doesn't hurt to go inside. What do we got, Dom? What do we got?
Dom Penn drew the foul there.
There we are.
He'll go to the line for...
All right, Dom Penn for a shot.
There we go.
That's clean. Son of
if he makes
Scooty
this,
Penn.
yep. If he makes this, this is going to be very difficult for Jerome to overcome.
This shot could be a game changer.
Yes.
Or a game winner, more like.
Thank you, Dominic.
54-51. But you know what? We cannot count Jerome out.
No, we cannot, because they've been shooting the ball exceptionally well tonight.
Their three has been, they have outshot us, to be honest. With outside the arc,
yes, they have
outshot us. And you know what? I think the only thing that we brought we had better rebounding, and we put up quick, smart shots. And we did a lot more interior things.
Yes.
And you know what? Don't be afraid to use the backboard. It's there for a reason.
Yep. Unless, of course, you're Andrew Golden. In that case, just try and dunk it. Because any type of bouncing you get's not going to go in your favor. So, John, the last time these two teams played, it was a 9-point spread at the end of the game.
Yeah.
We're not going to see that today.
We are not. Unless something happens to where we make it 3 and they start fouling us, then that will not happen.
You know, I called that game tightly contested, but this is on another level.
You know, the first time that Coffman faced UA up Arlington, that is a costly turnover. If I were Coffman, I would take your time.
Jerome's only option is to foul Dom.
Got him around the arm. Dom is back to the line.
Dom gives that baby-face smile of his that he gives at the end of the game. He's confident walking up to that line. No one can stop him. He's the champ.
But as I was saying, at the UA game when we played at UA, it was just like this environment. And game-time shots were hit by Dom Penn. He was ice cold in free throws. And I expect nothing less from him right now.
Yep. You know what? How confident do you think Dominic Penn is at the line right now?
100%. You know, what do you have to lose? That's best by
All right. We just need one, Dom. We just need one.
On the side of too confident, but you know what?
It's okay.
Again,
coach is going to ice Dominic Penn. All you're doing is giving him more time to feel that shot out.
Snapple, the best stuff on earth. Stop by and pick up a nice cold Snapple. Personally, I like the peach. What do you think?
You know, I got to say I'm more of an old-fashioned lemon tea guy.
Lemon tea?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
You ever tried their version of like an Arnold Palmer?
Yes, I have. It's very good. Very good.
Delightful.
Yep.
So back to the game. 49-8. 54-51. Dom is at the line with one more shot. This would make it a 2-possession game. Or
it'll make it 4 points, 2 possessions.
Or a 3 and 1.
Yep.
Which is very hard to come by.
Almost impossible.
You never know.
So, Dom stepping up there.
Dom, very loud in the arena.
It has to be.
Thank you, Dominic. 4 points, 55-51.
Dominic finds the bottoms of the rim. Finally.
All right.
You have to think Jerome is looking for a 3-ball right now, and they get it.
There it is. But it's not in.
No good.
No Carlson. And a foul on Nick Carlson.
Carlson with that man-sized rebound. You know what? If Nick Carlson steps up to the line and makes one of these, that gives up any and all opportunity for the freakiest stuff to happen. They can't even get a 3 and 1 to win.
He's like 50-50 with free throws.
Yep.
But, you know...
50-50, and he's got 2 shots.
He's got 2 shots.
It's okay.
The one concern is the noise. You know, how can he deal with it? Can he tune it out?
Nick's a veteran player. He's been playing on the varsity team as a sophomore.
And that's a brick.
Okay. That was
a hard miss.
That is the definition of brick.
Not even close to going in. Let's see if we can make this one.
He's going to feel it out. That looks good to me.
Right. That was soft.
You know what?
That was a light touch, just like kissing your sister. All right?
I wouldn't know what that feels like, John. Would you?
I don't have a sister, Kyle.
Okay. Neither do I, bud.
It's an expression, Kyle.
I'm well aware. But that little nudge you just gave me on the shoulder kind of freaked me out.
Well, you do what you have to do.
Well, I would have to say that
34.5. Yep.
34.5. But I can't see that not being the dagger, though. That was the nail in the coffin.
It's still a lot of time. You make a quick three.
It's plenty of time. If Jerome comes back to win this, and I will give them all the credit in the world. I will attend every one of their tournament games. Mark my word right now.
Just as I previously stated, Joe Dunnan has said that he will shave his head if he loses this game. I don't know if that's true, but that is what I heard. Or that is what I said.
And we can promise that that tweet of the shaved head will end up on Tweets of the Week.
Another one.
That's a double dribble.
Double dribble. Oh my gosh. Kyle Burrier.
That's game.
He's been a solid part of the team, and that is costly.
That is without a doubt.
If you're looking for the final shot, that was it.
Kyle Burrier, senior. I hate to see his high school career go down like that.
I hate to see him screw everything up for his team and not even give them a chance for a comeback. That's just painful to watch.
That one hurt. That hurt a lot.
To lose everything for your team. Yeah, I mean, to just fail them like that. That is a lot of pain. He will be reliving this night the rest of his life.
He tried to get fancy, just bringing the ball up the court. He tried to put it between his legs, put it off his knee, roll it around a little bit, dump him back to the line. I mean, it doesn't matter now.
Game over.
Yep.
26-6. It's 57-51. This looks like you said the 9-point spread. Yep. Seems attainable.
You know what? I hope we can get there because 60 points in a playoff game, it was a defensive game. But I'd much rather the 91 points we had against Linden.
Downpat with another one.
That was a fun game to watch, I must say. Coffman hit 20 threes. Dominic Penn tied the school record for 9 threes in the game.
But that shot will be in vain. Because, again, it was a 4-point game.
Yep.
So, they really should have done that last possession instead of Kyle Burrier.
Yep. That was number 4, senior, 5'10 guard, Jack Mangaluzzo.
Jack Mangaluzzo. Quite a name.
Kyle Burrier will step back into the game. Maybe not wanting his last game as a Celtic to be,
Who did you say? Excuse me?
Kyle Burrier will step back into the game for us.
Even after losing it for his team. No, that's a lot of heart. Yeah, 19 seconds, 19.4. It's 58, 54, 4-point game. Coffman's ball.
I mean, we have 19.4 seconds until the fat lady starts singing. And,
you know what? She's warming up her voice right now. Drinking some water.
She's in the aux gym. I think I can hear her. Yep, that's definitely her.
There's a lodgings in his throat. Cup drop. Steve Van Valera looking for an outlet. Passes on Will Hunter. Yep. Trevor Grady passes a quick back. Will Hunter gets it. Oh, we got him on the arm. Joey Pickering with the foul. Probably regretting his decision even more.
Yeah. He's not allowed back to Coffman, is he?
He is banned, as I said.
He's banned. How many times do you think you've said that tonight, John? With that?
I think not enough.
Not enough. You want to say it one more time?
He is banned from doubling Coffman. You know, the Jerome side is not too bad. They do have Mr. Andrew Wilkinson, vice principal at Jerome, and he's a stand-up guy. He did used to be a rock.
Yep.
A sells rock.
Yep. He was my math teacher, actually.
He was my golf coach. You know, we all have relationships.
Yes, we do.
He's a good guy.
Yes, he is. Very nice man. Every time I see him, I've never had anything bad to say about him.
Got a 1,000-volt smile, you know.
Cool path. Is that a cool path?
A little waiting time. Maybe a little confusion.
They didn't start the clock.
The ref seems to be defending his position.
Okay. They were just debating on what time they should set the clock at.
Okay, it's the time. Yep, it's 13.8 right now.
By NBA standards, that was a clear path foul, as Nick Carlson was ahead. Well, no clear path in high school. Understandable.
Will Hunter, great child. I said it before, I'll say it again.
Yep.
Let's see if he makes the second one. And it does not.
Will
And it
Hunter
does
just
not.
has never had the smoothest shot. I was following him on JV last year, and he's good. He's really good at getting to the bucket. Forced shots.
That's enough. Why? That's a win.
Why would they call it? With half a second left.
Half a second left. I don't understand.
Yeah, with half a second.
Will Hunter seems to be overcome with emotion, of pride, of joy. You know, this is a big rivalry here.
Coffman was not supposed to win today. We were not supposed to come into this gym and get this W. But you know what? Guess what we did? Drum student section saying, let's play football, as if they're going to whip us next year. I'd like to see that happen.
Yeah. I mean,
Personally, I'm excited to do that game. We're probably going to broadcast it.
Nick shooting the shot. Doesn't really mean much now, but it does go in.
Yep. Hey, whatever pads the stat line, you know. Nick has 14 points.
954.